Okay, and we're here. All right, I wanted to just make this for a quick second to talk about a... Oh, I can't have that happening, otherwise I will hear myself. Okay, I want to talk about the clip to zero method and some things that I've just been thinking about and learning regarding mixing. So I have Ableton open here, and I have been struggling with this, like, I want my music to just like really be punchy and sound really good, obviously. And like half of it's mixing, half of it's, you know, arrangement and all those kinds of things. So like, I don't want to take away from any one element of the process, but I think that mixing, especially in electronic music, plays a lot into the way that the final track sounds. And just like general structures of like how to get, like where to clip and how to clip. And there's a prevailing video that I saw and a prevailing theory about clipping that I kind of think is wrong, or not wrong necessarily, but like I was taught this idea of using clipping as a method of preserving headroom, or rather reclaiming headroom in your mixes. But I think that that's not super accurate. I mean, okay, it's technically accurate in that, yes, you do get more headroom, but I think that the trade-off is not worth it. Obviously, this is one of those situations where it's like there's no right or wrong way. It's literally just knowing what you're doing to the sound and using those tools however you want to. But anyway, I wanted to just talk about this because I think it's kind of an interesting concept. I've been thinking a lot about sine wave summing. So when I play this, when I play this sine wave, it's just like a sine wave that has an amplitude. If I add another one identical right to it, it just gets double the amplitude. It becomes, I don't even know if the audio is coming through this now that I think about it, but it doesn't really matter because it's not really about that. It's just about, well, it would matter if, let's see. Does the macOS screen capture, does it show? Oops. Sorry, y'all. First time doing this. Oh, yeah. I think that it's grabbing the audio from my Ableton, so we'll hope it is. Okay, anyway, so let's start over again. You have a sine wave. You add another sine wave on top of it. It gets double the volume. If you change one of those sine waves, it changes the resulting sine wave. And I've known about this, but I didn't really think about how it kind of applied to clipping a sine wave. So I'm going to take that first sine wave. We'll call this one clipped. And if I add a clipper onto this, I just created a clipper that like is going to, as I increase this macro, it'll increase the drive at which the signal is being digitally clipped and decreases the output to more or less preserve like the amplitude. So if I start to add drive here, or add clipping amount, we get this wave shape, which is different than, well, obviously it's different than this one. So we are preserving some headroom. We're getting like still a siney type shape. But this is different than if we were to take this same clipping and we were to add it. So I've unclipped it. Now it's just like that. If we add that same clipping on the master, we're getting like a squared off wave. And this plus this is an even differenter wave. And it's got this kind of like mid-rangey sound. So I was kind of thinking about that concept and how it applies to your mixing. And so here I have, this is my new song. This is let's find just the section, this thing. Oops. Put you there. And then this guy here, same thing. Boom. Okay, and we're gonna solo this one. So this is I changed a little bit of things about the arrangement, so it's not gonna be a perfect analogous, but this is the overly clipped version. Also, I wonder, am I getting a chat? No one's here, good. Well, not good necessarily, but just like I'm not missing anyone. Okay, so this mix 5 is like the overly clipped version. This is before I kind of thought of this concept. And I had a conversation with something. I don't know how to best show. We'll do this. If y'all know the artist, this artist, something. We had a conversation that kind of boosted my brainwaves about this. But yeah, this is the like clip to 0 method, and it sounds like this. Okay, honestly, it's gonna kill me if I don't align these and have them start from the beginning. Oop. And then here's the unclipped method, or like rather where I removed all the clippers except at like the final level. And it does do a little more of the like low end fardiness. I definitely agree with, I know that that's happening. So like if we go over here. Oh, also, are we clipping right now? Whoops. Okay, that's why it's doing that. My bad. Oh, that sounds so much cleaner. Okay, now my point is way better. Well, here's the clip to 0 method one. And here is the clean 1 clip method. I don't know about you guys, but I really like the clean method better. So anyway, this is the first time I've ever done this. Part of the reason why I'm doing this is because I wanted to set up OBS Studio to like start recording DJ mixes and stuff like that. But I don't really know if I have anything else to say. So thanks for tuning in. This is why I am preferring, I guess here, just to round out this last thing, I'll show you in the project file what I mean. As you can see, actually, this is cool. So in FM Smate, right, I have like all these different versions, and up until mix 7, I was clipping. I'll even just, you know what? I'll just fucking open it. Oh, except this is the wrong Ableton. I have to go to live 12 now. Oops. So mix 7, I was doing the clip to 0 method. I should elaborate what I mean by the clip to 0 method. The clip to 0 method just meaning that like clipping at every stage of the process. So like clipping on your track, clipping twice in the track, clipping on the bus, clipping when you sum buses, just like adding clippers all throughout the process. What my conversation with something kind of led to was this concept of like sending as many like raw unclipped tracks into one clipping bus as possible. So hopefully this will load rapidly. Here we go. So yeah. Why is it not? Are y'all hearing that and I'm just not hearing it? It's like so red, it said we're not allowed to play that. I have no idea what's going on. Oh, haha. Here we go. Okay, great. So this is gonna be hella loud, so I'm just gonna put a clipper on the end of it and then lower it by, 12 decibels. But yeah, so you can see that I was clipping here. I was clipping here. There's clippers everywhere. And then in this experiment version, it's a very long video. I'm almost wondering if I should just, I think what I'll probably do is download this from YouTube and cut it up and re-upload it with little bits of thought interspliced. But anyway, yeah, so in this version, I removed all of those clippers. In every single version of, I have this rack that I've made called the OT Fat Rack, which is just like a bunch of OTTs together, like modded OTTs. I made my own custom OTT that I like better, and then I mapped it a bunch of ways. And I had a clipper in every single one of those. So I just went through and I just deleted the clippers or turned them off everywhere. And it produced a, in my opinion, much cleaner sound. So let's take this final guy. We've got our clipper there. And let's just drop the gain of the final master. Oop, wrong section of the song. And we're still getting like, you know, everything's getting that sausage look that we know and love from EDM. But instead of creating a bunch of changes in the like middle, here, I wonder if I can, I want to hear this, or I want to see this, but I don't want to hear it. Yeah, so we're still getting a bunch of like, you know, if we would be doing the clip to zero method, we would be changing the inside of this wave. So now we're kind of like not changing the inside of the wave, we're just cutting off the top of it. And I think that that has a better sound. Anyway, that's my thesis. Not always applicable, obviously. Sometimes you want to bake in your harmonics and other reasons as to why you'd want to use a clipper in different scenarios. But just something I wanted to talk about. And also I wanted to get OBS set up. So I did that.